All right, I'm here at Streetside Classic Cars, Tampa Bay, Florida, because sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. Oh man, they stuck it way back here in the back. They got a big giant fan blowing over here, so I'm not sure how easy it's going to be to hear. I certainly don't think I'll be able to get out on the side to show you very much. But this is a little Opel GT. Let me see if I can get up here and see the year. Oh wow, this is 69. If I'm not badly mistaken, that's the first year for Opel GT. I think they made what, like 3-4 years. They didn't do it for very long. And maybe I can show the interior. There you go. A friend of mine, his brother had one of these. He wrecked it, and it sat in their barn, sort of half repaired. Basically throughout my whole childhood, and I always thought, I was like, I want to buy that from him and finish it. I don't know whatever came of it. It's not back on the road as far as I know. But there it is. I don't think his was a 69. 69 is the first year, as I recall. How much is this one? 17,995. So for 18 grand, and this one looks really nice. Here's another cool little. I like this Beetle. I saw this. I don't know what year this is, but we'll get around front and show it. Check out that rack under the dash there. Is that typical? Any of you VW guys? Is that something typical for these? I like the overall look of this. I like it's lowered. It's stanced. I really like that look. Let's see if we can see the year and see if we can see the year and the price. It's a 60, 26,000. Let me see what kind of 2276 cc. So it's definitely a little custom job there. Pretty cool. All right, so this is something else I was excited to see. This is a 1936 Indiana. I've never heard of that brand. I haven't researched it before I came here. But anyway, this is a 1936 Indiana tow truck for like 30 grand. And it looks to be like perfectly restored. I mean, just from looking at it. There's your interior. Not a lot of space in there for such a big truck, to be honest. You got your little siren and lights and everything up top. And then back here you got the business end. Look at that. It's not perfect. See, there's something on the fenders there, but you know, to get into like that hobby of the semi truck, the classic trucks, this would be a lot of fun. It's not perfect, but also it's a 1936. So what do you want? You know, it looks really cool. That'd be a lot of fun. All right, I thought this looks really, really nice. This has still got the flathead, but supposedly it's got an overdrive transmission. So this is a 47 for $33,000. 239 flathead. And it says a 4-speed automatic. And I believe I looked online and I think it mentioned an overdrive. So I would assume that would make it very drivable. It looks really good. I don't see anything about air conditioning on here, but hey, who needs air conditioning when you look that cool, right? All right, I think those are the main things that like I was wanting to see ahead of time. So now we'll just kind of go through the generic inventory. I got this El Camino here that looks, gotta say, looks pretty good. I like the color combination here. I don't know anything about this one. This is a 86 with the 305 3-speed, so stock. I don't know, what is the SS? Was the SS for these El Caminos? Was that just a trim package, because the 305 is certainly not known as a performance. Or was the standard like a 6-cylinder? I thought all of these were V8s. Let me know if you know in the comments. Let me know. Is the El Camino SS, is that basically just like a trim package? Or is there some actual performance with it? I don't know. At 305, I would assume there's not much performance with it. Hey, I got no issues with the 305. My Camaro's running a 305 3-speed, but it's certainly not a fast car. I think these are a really good buy right now. This generation of Corvette, the last one with the pop-up headlights. This one happens to be a 2000, and they're asking $22 for it. And we'll show you that interior. This would be a fun and drivable car, you know, comfortable on rides. That'd be a good car to have as something, some toy. Let's go look at, I'm sort of interested in pre-war stuff. So let's take a look and see what this is. This is a Ford Model A, looks like. There's our interior. Oh, this is a rumble seat coupe, 1930 for 22 grand. Maybe I'll film a short with this later and see if I can get Paul Shin to comment on my short. I don't know if you've never seen any of his videos, just go on YouTube and Google like Model A Ford, pretty much anything, and he's the guy. So he's going to come up if you Google Model A Ford. But this one looks fun. I always thought the rumble seat would be cool. You know, like a cool thing for the kids to play in. This Ford looks really, really good. Look at this. It's just custom enough. It's 40 grand. I forget the year and I can't really make it out on the sticker. It's I wonder if it's sitting on a 351 Cleveland, 3-speed auto. Power steering, power wheels, power locks. So this has got all the comforts of home, but you get this cool custom look. And the custom look, I think, is just right. It's like, it's mild enough. Like, it's nothing crazy, but it's just just a little bit different. All right, so let's go look at this. I want to say this was a Buick. I saw this when it was just coming in. Had not even got checked in. Oh, no, Chrysler. All right, let's get you this 26 Chrysler 58 Touring. Look at the room in that back seat. Isn't that kind of huge? Back up a little bit. Like I said, I recently am kind of like very interested in these pre-war cars. Just I think as people in the hobby get older, you'll probably see the prices of these come down. What were they asking for this? I forgot already. 20 grand. I mean, that doesn't seem like a lot for that kind of collector vehicle. I'm just saying. So I don't know, if you're out there and you're curious about those, maybe now's the time to get into that. 99 Mustang SVT Cobra. So let's see if I can show you if I can get back enough to show you the ground effects. I'm not sure that I'm a fan, but it's definitely one of those of the era type of cars. Like this. Here's a Z28. I don't know what, 80? Is this a 1980? 79, so it's 79 for 30 grand. Oh, 4-speed? Nice. Nice. Really, really nice. So a 4-speed 79 Z28 for, what'd I say, 30 grand. I have no memory today, apparently. This is a beautiful truck. Sticker's gone off of it, though. I don't know if that means it's sold. I would assume that means it's sold. Really nice looking Camaro sitting next to it. 68 Resto mod. I don't know, 454. My goodness. It looks nice. Looks really good. Get you a better shot of that. Looks mean for sure. There's this little Mustang, 289. And this one happens to be a 65. Oh, well, no, let's say 260. Oh, really nice. Really beautiful cars. And the older I get, the more I appreciate this particular body style. Especially the ones now, I especially appreciate the ones that have not been modified. I don't know if that's a getting older sort of thing. When I was a kid, I'd wanted this thing, you know, pro street, big blower, and the whole thing. And then now I'm like, oh, okay, the more stock it looks, the better. I don't know if anyone else has experienced the same. Belvedere, I think we looked at this before. 35 grand for this 65 Belvedere 2. I really like the look. I don't know how good of a shot I can get of it though. It's packed in here pretty good. There you go. And I just realized like this Camaro sitting here is one of those Transformers Camaros. I don't know if you can see that there. Oh, there's the badge on the side. Pretty cool. I forget what year. Let's look at the year. I forget what year these were. 2012 Transformers edition, 15 grand. What? It's got a V6, but a 6-speed manual. So look, I mean, it could still really be fun to drive. I sometimes am a little frustrated in this day and age with how much everyone's obsessed with, like, it's got to be a V8, it's got to have a, 900 horsepower. You can have a lot of fun. You can have a heck of a lot of fun and a heck of a lot less horsepower than that, and have a lot less issues too. Here's another Corvette. This is an 02 for 15 grand. Also red little coupe. I think these are one of the, honestly, if I didn't already have my 79 Camaro, I'd probably be trying to like shop very seriously for one of these. I feel like it gets you, Corvette performance. It gets you the vintage sort of pop-up headlights. It feels retro. And I think right now is probably the time to buy. Of course, I love these. What is this, a 56? Yeah. 56 Bel Air, $57,000, running a 350 Chevy. Beautiful inside, beautiful outside. Can't really back up and get a very good look at it for you. Let's try to, there you go. Really beautiful car though, really beautiful. Right next to it is a Ford, Ford, running a 350, $33,000. It's got the shaved handles. I like that. I guess that's for like, is that for pulling the door open? Looks like there's some chips and things under there maybe, I don't know. Really nice little clean interior. I always like the back end of these. I can't really show you the back very well, but I like that. They've added a third brake light on there. It's interesting. And within the car too, I guess because of that split window, they couldn't. I've seen them added like in the window, but I've never seen one added into the bodywork. Very interesting. Oh boy, it's a little bit tight up there. I think I'm gonna turn this off. I'm gonna go around to the other side and go up from there. Okay, now this is one that's just come in. There's no pricing or anything on this. I want to say it's an 86. I assume the purple is a repaint at some point. Looks honest. I'd be curious to know what they ask for this thing. I mean, these are harder and harder to find. I would love to find one. This one looks kind of original. Like I say though, I do assume that the purple is a repaint, and it looks like a decent repaint. Hasn't been cleaned up, so it's kind of hard for me to tell exactly. But I'll be curious to watch this. This type of thing is definitely from my era. I'd sort of love to, I'll say it this way, if I could afford a collection, I would definitely want something like this in my collection. I cannot afford a collection, however, so it's kind of a pointless endeavor. All right, so 71 Dodge. It still has a 6-cylinder in it. They're calling it a shop truck. I guess that's fair enough. Interior is really clean, actually. Interior is really clean. They got all the, Dodge, as if it's a Dodge, like a dealer sort of truck. This would be a really nice. Sometimes I think that I'd get more use out of my classic vehicle if I had a truck. You could do the Walmart and Lowe's, Home Depot sort of runs in this thing, and not really care about it. Somebody put a hybrid badge on there. That's funny. All right, last truck, I promise. Here's a square body. Very stock looking exterior, like the sliding rear window. It's running a big 454, so they're asking 33 grand for it. I guess the majority of that probably is because of the 454. I don't even know if it would have had a 454 to start with. They've kept the exterior kind of stock looking. But that doesn't mean they didn't drop the big block in there themselves. All right, that's the last truck, I swear. We'll look at some other stuff. All right, I love Studebaker, and this is probably one of the prettiest cars they ever made. This is a 67, 57 Golden Hawk supercharged. Okay, so according to the sticker, it's running a supercharged 289 V8. Now, I don't know, the way they've written it up, it makes it sound like that's how it came from factory. I do not know that for sure because I don't know enough about Studebakers, to be honest. I know this one's pretty. Oh, did I tell you the price? 48. They're asking 48 grand for it. 69 Jeepster Commando, 30 grand. You don't see many of these. I love them when I do see them, but you don't see a lot of them. I'll show you the interior. It's very Jeep, very basic. But boy, I honestly, for vintage Jeep, if I could have any of my choice, it'd be this. It's basically like a four-wheel drive version of the one they had in the 40s. What's that? What do they call that? I think they might have just called that one a Jeepster. Remember I don't even know how to describe it, because if I say convertible top Jeep, that's like all of them. 71 Mustang Mach 1, 429, and they are asking $68,000 for it. I have no idea. I do actually really like this body style. I looked at a 71 Mustang. It was not it was not a Mach 1. It was not a 429. I didn't get it. I didn't get it mainly because I would have had to repaint it, and I just thought that might be an expense that, you know, it's one thing to budget and make a purchase, and then it's another thing to think of it like buying a house versus buying a fixer-upper, right? Fixer-upper, sometimes you don't know what you're getting into. But like I say, it would have never been a 429 Mach 1, because it didn't start out that way. But I mean, that's a pretty car. Just not sure $67,000 would ever be something I could do. Did I say I wasn't going to look at any more trucks? Because I kind of lied. This is a 71 C10. Real pretty. Look at the paint on this thing. They're asking 38. Let me see what else about it. 350, 4-speed auto. Trying to see if it had air conditioning. Highlights. FM, orange paint, chrome. Short bed. I'm not seeing anything that says it's got air conditioning in it. But if I can get back here where the light's not too bad, I'll show you how pretty it is. It's just so pretty. The light kind of messes with it over there. All right, so this is, I think I've seen this before. This is still here. This is a 66. Now this has a 302. Would the 66 have ever had a 302 stock? I don't think so, but maybe I'm just uneducated. There's a little bit of something in the roof drip rails there. But overall, a really good looking car, and I think they're asking 27 for that 66. The interior looks pristine. All right, 67 Chevy 2, as we would say, the little Nova. This apparently has got an LS swap. I think it's tubbed in the back there a little bit. And they are asking 50 grand for it. So let me see if I can get you a good shot of it. That's probably about as clear of a shot as I can get of the whole thing. Interior. This would be a heck of a lot of fun for 50 grand. Really, really good looking car. All right, I'm gonna go up here and see how many of these I can see. It's very tight up there though, so I'm gonna have to be a little bit specific about what we look at. This is really cool. So this is a 55 Bel Air 265 V8, it says. Very stock. I guess this has not been, they're asking 50 grand for this. And I think part of that may be, correct me if I'm wrong, any of you Tri-5 guys, I think this color combination, it certainly looks good, and if I'm not badly mistaken, it's kind of rare. So maybe that's part of the price. Anyway, this one looks very, very clean. 50 grand. No price on this one yet. This 39 Oldsmobile. It looks really cool. I mean, look, I don't even mind. I'm usually not a black rims type of guy, but I don't even mind. This would be such a cool family cruiser. I don't see any air conditioning in it, but cool, like suicide rear doors. Let me see if I can show you the front. It's very tight in here. They don't have any price on this yet, but it's a 39 Oldsmobile. Let's see what it's running. 350 Chevy. There's a nice little detail there. Yeah, I like that a lot. Let me get back over here and show you that. It's a very good looking car. Even though black and silver wouldn't be a color combination that I would normally get excited over, but this looks really good in this one. I think this little Falcon might be new because there's no sticker on it, no price, no information. But it looks like it's built pretty mean, and I'll show you the interior here. I like the little, can you see the little hula girl there? And then we'll show you the engine. That's a good looking car, so if you like the look of that, keep an eye on their website, because I think it's probably just being checked in now, because they don't have any information listed on it. I also really like this 41 Ford. 41 Ford. I kind of like the fact it's custom, but I sort of like the fact that they kept the door handles. Check out this door handle built into the. If you get a certain, it just looks like part of the trim there. That's really cool. Nice interior. Another little hula girl. I bet you they throw that in for free. So 41 Ford Super Deluxe Coupe. It only just says a V8, 3-speed auto, and they're asking 32 grand. Let's see if I can get you a wider shot. Try not to. Up here, they're working on some of the cars, getting them ready to check in, so it's a little harder to get around. Get you that wide shot there. Very pretty car.